Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jets and the Colts, and it's all up next.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and who has the edge here? For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Anderson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. 56 yards. And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, this has been a quick-strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
Mahomes, pitch and catch to Wilson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now Anderson. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Colts set to take over here offensively.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off play action. Anderson.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Operating from the gun, Anderson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Anderson. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Anderson. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Colts have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field.
They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And Daniels has it over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Mahomes firing complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mahomes going to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Schwartz. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Carry here for Burgess. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. This is 2nd and 8. Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw. Anderson throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jackson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Now they'll run it with Gibbs.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Anderson. He's able to get it to Coleman.
And the Colts are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The New York set to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
That pass complete to Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now Mahomes. He's got it complete to Perkins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. On the move past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7 yards there and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now here's Mahomes.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Mahomes to throw once more. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Anderson. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round.
Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Now Anderson. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Off play action. Anderson. Coleman has it here right side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Anderson.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Cooper Kupp
from 10 yards out.
And the Colts continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That is caught. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And the Jets first down.
He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's the Jets punter now. as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Another run for Gibbs here.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Anderson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
He's got it complete to Perkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Mahomes going to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Burgess. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Jets. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
He's past the 30. And he gets this all the way down to the 20. What a return. Almost broke it for 6.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
This 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Anderson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Anderson. And this is incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he returns this to the 22. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Mahomes to throw on second down. He's got it complete to Perkins. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 56 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
Mahomes firing complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the 12-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
A gain of a yard. And the Jets first down.
Mahomes now to throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mahomes again here on second and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Perkins. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Anderson. His throw incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now Anderson. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw again. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Now run by Gibbs.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
They'll throw over the middle, taken in.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 10 yards out.
And the Colts are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
And they knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
Mahomes now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
And it would appear that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jameer Gibbs,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Colts have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question in my
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
136 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
On 1st and 10, Anderson.
Cooper Kupp.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way down to the 5. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A give right side for Gibbs.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Jets.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Underneath to his tight end, Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Perkins. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down.
First down, New York.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got it complete to Perkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down, Jets.
And again, it's Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Perkins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
One final try for Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play.
The extra point.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.